I used to be so fat as a teenager, right? I was so overweight, I was obese, and I couldn't even do a single push up, let alone a pull up. But luckily, I was able to lose that weight. I was able to do some home workouts during the lockdowns, and finally, I got my first push ups. But I still hadn't got pull ups down yet. I started the gym consistently in June 2022. I'd work on the assisted pull up machine, trying hard to be able to get that down, slowly reducing the assistance over time. I do the progressions like scapular pull ups, I do the jumping pull ups and the negatives and all of these kinds of things. Because I'd watch all the videos online, I was getting absolutely obsessed with fitness, right? And finally, after a few months of trying, I was able to get my first pull up with my body weight, and it was beautiful. It was a core memory. And ever since then, I started to make more and more progress with calisthenics. I got the fundamentals down, like the pull ups and the dips. I was able to add some weight as well. And about 7 months ago, I got the gymnastic rings, and they transformed my training forever. And you see, I love calisthenics. Calisthenics is freedom, it's mastery of your own body weight. It is exactly what I was missing for a long time. And right now, what I'm trying to do is get my muscle up to be cleaner. Because I can do a muscle up, right? But it's the ugliest thing you will ever witness. You can see some of my older gym videos. Like, I chicken wing one of my arms over, my legs are flailing about all over the place. It's horrible, bro. It's disgusting, right? And I want to get that cleaner. So I had to swallow my pride, get the resistance band on. And you can see with these last couple reps, it's still not the cleanest thing in the world. But I did a set of 6 here, and the first two were a lot cleaner. So I'm making progress with all this. And I have this vision to become a master of calisthenics, a master of my own body weight over the next few years. I know for a fact that that will be possible. So I've got the gymnastic rings ready. I'm doing what's called a German hang. And this might look a bit freaky, but don't worry. The shoulders have a 360-degree range of motion. You can test that yourself by moving your shoulders in a circle around you. This is safe as long as you progress towards it. And I love the rings, bro. It's calisthenics, but the fact that you can change the angle of the rings, it just gives you that complete freedom over your own body. The fact that you can do mad stuff like this, like upside down pull-ups and things like that, is so much fun, bro. Now you see, my name is Paris. I save young men from making the same mistakes that I have. I show them what they are capable of. And if that is something that you want to be part of, there are two things that you can do. The first is to subscribe to this channel. And the second, if you really want to leave everyone behind in the dust and make amazing progress, check out my mentorship. It's the top link in the description. It's an absolute steal for everything that you get. So bro, check that out. It'll be the best investment that you ever make. You have nothing to lose. A tiny bit of money for all of that success, all of that progress. Bro, it's an absolute steal. Check that out. What you see me do here is paused ring pull-ups, where I pause at 3 different parts of the rings. And that's the beautiful things about the rings, bro. You can twist the angle exactly as you please. And it's awesome to be able to do that. And when you first get on them, they need a lot of stability. So what I'm doing right now, these support holds and doing these kinds of holds on the rings, initially, bro, like I was shaking about like crazy. But over time, I've been able to work on this. And the beautiful thing about rings is that you're able to make progress so quickly. I've gotten some of my mates on, right? And they did this move called the skin the cat, which is sort of like that shoulder thing that you saw earlier, except without palms facing inwards, it's palms facing outwards. And initially, it was really hard for them, right? Because it's a kind of hard skill. You need some core strength, you need some good back strength. It feels weird being upside down on the rings for the first time. But after a couple times of trying, after a couple times of me teaching them the ways that they could do it, they were able to get them down. And the rate of progress that you make on the rings is really, really good. I'm trying to learn something called the false grip, which is where your palms go over the rings, and you'll see in a second, they are painful to hold that way. But the thing is, if you're able to get that down and improve that strength in the false grip, you're able to do muscle ups on the rings, which is something that I really want to learn. But first of all, I'm just warming up on these kinds of ring rows. So I've done some ring rows already, and now I'm just doing these one arm hangs where I get a good stretch on the arms. And now you can see I've got the false grip here. I'm trying to learn it right now, and it's painful to hold it. But the thing is, this kind of pain, it's not going to cause injury or anything. It's just because it's an uncomfortable position. And as long as you keep practicing, you'll be able to get it down. And I'm doing these rows at the moment because it's a really good progression. And also it's really good for the back as well. Once I've got that down, I'll practice a bit more with the holds. And after that, I'll try and get the muscle up down. Because I want to have this full mastery, bro. And the thing with rings is, there's such a fun style of training. Like right now, bro, I'm hanging upside down. I'm just chilling like some bat or something. Like, bro, this is so much fun. And I absolutely love rings. I love them, bro. If you're not training on them, you are missing out so hard, bro. You're missing out so hard. I don't even have an affiliate link or anything, but bro, get yourself some rings. They're like £20, 25 euros or dollars, bro. The cheap as anything. And I have a guide coming out in the future, which will teach you exactly how to start with these, exactly how to set them up, exactly the exercises you can do. Now, of course, if you want direct feedback from me, then with the mentorship, I've got this really sick thing where you can send me videos of you doing any exercise. I can give you feedback on your form as well. So if you want to check that out, you can. But there'll also be a lot of guides and a lot of things coming out in the future. So if you stick around, bro, there's going to be so much value on this channel. Like, bro, I'm excited for just how much we can grow here. So I'm doing some push-ups. I'm just warming up with a set of 20 here. And after that, I thought that I'd focus on some of that fingertip strength. So with one arm, I've just got the palm on the mat like normal. And then on the other arm, I've got my fingertips. And I'm really trying to strengthen that because my fingers have always been pretty weak. So I'm trying to get that fingertip strength up. I can do push-ups with both of my hands with fingertips, but I can only do like one or two and it's really painful at the moment. So I'm just trying to increase that. And once you can improve all of this, it makes things so much easier. Once you can bear through that initial pain, things just become much, much easier. And it's like that with many things, right? Like when I first started to go to the gym, when I first started YouTube, when I first started many things, started to be more social, for example, first did my cold approaches, right? All of those things, they're very difficult at the start because you're not used to it. You haven't gained enough XP. But the thing is, those things don't really get any easier. You just get better. You just get stronger. And because your skill level increases, those become much easier to do. And having done all of that in those areas and having made progress in the gym, doing these progressions where right now I can't do the ring muscle up, right now I can't do the fingertip push-ups clean for high reps. It's the progressions. It's all about the progressions. And that's the thing with the gym. You can have these lessons that translate so well to other areas of life. So what you saw me do was a set of 30 push-ups just then. And now I'm trying to work on my hand balancing as well because I want to get my handstand down, right? And this workout, if you haven't guessed it yet, or if you haven't looked at the title, though I'm sure I'll put it in the title, this is fully calisthenics because I do weight training and stuff like that as well. But this workout, I just wanted it to be purely calisthenics. And what I'm doing right now is what's called the frog stand, which is really sick for working on your hand balancing. A few months ago, I can only hold this for a few seconds, and now I can hold it for like 30 or so, which is really sick to see. And I can't do a pure handstand at the moment, but I can do them with assistance from the wall. So right now, I'm just trying to work on my hand balancing against the wall, taking one leg off and just trying to get used to this kind of position. And in this session, I'm fatigued, right? I've already done all of those movements that you've seen me do. And Even a few weeks ago, I had to be fresh to be able to do this, but now I can do this fatigued. So the handstand should be coming soon. The clean muscle ups should be coming soon. The mastery of the false grip should be coming soon. All of these things, if you work towards them, if you set your mind to that goal and you make sure to do the right things towards that goal, it's impossible to not get that progress. The gym teaches you a lot of these lessons. Calisthenics gives you so much of that freedom over your own body. Like, bro, I couldn't do a single push-up a few years ago. Now I'm banging out sets of 30, man. And I can do more as well. This is whilst I'm fatigued. This is whilst I hit push a couple days before this, right? And I wasn't fully recovered either. But this is what you're able to work up towards. And of course, I needed to have a bit of a finisher. So I thought that I'd do a set of pull-ups and then a set of chin-ups after that as well. And I have realised that when I get a bit more fatigued, I do kick my legs a little bit when it comes to the pull-ups, but the form is still pretty good. And like I've said before, I'm not here to show you perfection, bro. I'm here to show you the journey. And over time, you will be seeing perfection. Over time, you'll see that the progress that we make on this path, it's going to be sick, bro. Like, if you're not excited for the future right now, bro, we need to sort things out for you, bro. We need to get you to the point where you are, because I finally am. It took me a long time to get to this point, but now every single day I wake up excited for the next day. Like, bro, look at this posing right now. Like, bro, this isn't the perfect physique, but if my younger self could see this, that fat version of me, that skinny fat version of me in the past could see this, even though it's not perfection, he'd be so proud. He'd be so gassed, like, to see the amount of progress I've been able to make. And seeing that I'm here right now, having not even had 2 years of consistent training, it makes me so excited. Knowing that I've been able to get this amount of progress so far, having made a few sales online, having had over 160 YouTube videos that I've made, making this progress with calisthenics, all of these things, it's momentum. As some of those results start to trickle in, it becomes more and more and more. When it rains, it pours. The growth is exponential. You become unrecognizable. All of the things that I've been saying since day one, bro. I'm proof, and I will continue to be proof. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like. And as always, remember, bro, keep improving.